is here. It's a new event. Rev Juice mentioned it about a year ago, something similar. Yes, it's the Antirean Stellar Rally Qualifiers. Hi, Admiral Pegasus. Welcome to the Pegasus Show. And on tonight's show, we are going to be talking about this. Yes, the Transstellar Rally from Star Trek Voyager. Yes, this is the one where it was basically a race. A few warring species had finally put aside their differences and found a way to actually work together in peace, which was the very, very first Transstellar Rally. Now, obviously, it went through some spatial anomalies and things like that. So, but we don't have to contend with things like that in this. No. All we have to do is travel to one of 4 selected systems. You can see the systems that I've got just there. Now, yes, they are Alana, Zozalan, Suiko, Quig, okay, and Orion. We're going to stick with Orion because that's where I am. Now, what this is, basically, you're going to take your Realtor, as pictured there, and basically fly to these systems, and you're basically just going to run around the system for 5 whole minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. That is it. That's all you need to do for the qualifiers. However, you will need to be online for the final because it's a 10-minute run and it's only going to run the once. Now, as you can see, I'm 3 minutes away from the start of the next run. So what we're going to do, before we actually jump into crewing, which I'll literally put on the screen as I'm flying around. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your gift section, you're going to find some tokens. You're going to claim those tokens, going to give you 10 tokens towards the Stellar Rally. Guess what? Check out that announcement. Yes, Eco put an announcement up, and guess what? You don't need those tokens anymore. So unfortunately, well, you're going to have some tokens set in your hold doing absolutely diddly squat for God only knows how long. Now, let me just call up the announcement in front of me. So you can see it there. I can't because I'm putting it in editing. But it's obviously some changes were made because originally it did say that the video put out by Bart, our ARC runner this month, that we were going to need these 10 tokens, but this time we don't. The races begin every 2 hours. So the first one was at event change. Then it was at 1900 hours. This is UK time. Okay. Next one is 2100 hours, which is going to be this one right here. So obviously that's UK time. I'm not quite sure where it'll be where you are watching this video right now. You'll get a notification an hour before. Unfortunately, I've not had a push notification about this. Scopely, what's going on? I mean, I'm even with my old phone, there's no notification on there. So Scopely is basically banking on everyone being in game, ready for that announcement. Yeah, that's probably going to catch a lot of people out. So, obviously the top 25 qualifiers actually go into the final, and as you'll see from the ranking system, there are only 25 places, all paying out the loot just to give you something basically for competing and getting with that top 25. Now, I can tell you the fact that if we just a quick over while we still got a minute left before the race starts, here's the solo leaderboard that I did last time, and you'll see I finished 19th, so I end up with 300 credits. Now, the scoring in this is pretty simple. Let me get out of the way. There you go. Literally 1 point. Fly around. So watch the point tallies go up at the top of the screen. So just watch out for that one. Now, you have to time this one right. You see, I've still got a minute left. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the event timer on screen. If we can actually just get back out to the system, up there, the events, that's telling me 20 hours, 0 minutes, which means I'm in the final minute before this thing begins. Now, I would highly recommend that you are in the system before it begins, because warping in, traveling through the system and coming to a full stop will not score. However, yes, you need to come to a full stop and to score. Now, you're most likely going to find a couple of players, actually, as you can see, we can see some actually getting themselves ready to actually participate. There are some players who will actually be hunting around. Like I said, this one here is coming after me. Again, the event's not even started yet. And I think he's just sort of clicked on. The event's not started yet. Now he's come away from me. So maybe he, yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's pulled away. But by the looks of it, a lot of players are actually getting a head start. Oh dear, I didn't mean to go into chat, but it looks like I'm under attack again. So yes, you will get hunted down by some players who are literally trying to stop you from scoring. So now the timer has clicked over, we're going on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to display a couple of crews. Now these are screenshots that I've taken, and for once I'm actually going to get to beg to differ against Rev Juice, who suggested Klar, Una and Kieron. Now the reason I'm going to beg to differ with it is simply because that Kieron is one who increases your impulse speed after a battle. But if you actually look at the figures as well, he's not actually increasing me very far whatsoever. So this literally comes down to the level of your officers. Let's put myself back into the right position. So what I'm running is I'm running the Pan Crew full synergy, and that's giving me an impulse speed of 254. It's the fastest out of the selection. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go. And this is pretty much what you're doing. So you're just running around the system for 5 whole minutes. How am I going to make this last 5 minutes? I really do not know. But the chances are that player who's actively hunting others, he may come after me. If he's not actually being destroyed by somebody else, he's literally trying to take out the competition. So you might get some actually doing that. Why they're doing that, I do not know. So now, while this is going on as well, for those of you who remember my video yesterday, we had the Delta Adversary pack in the event store, which gave you the option of 2 skins. One, which was a PvP one, which is the red colour. That's the one I'm sporting. Or the green one, which is a Swift, which gives you an impulse speed increase of 20 points. So yes, if I had that green one, I could have literally gone for the 274. Wow, just a little bit faster. Yes, it would have actually accrued me some extra points as well. As you can see, you got some Rialtas here taking out some of the red dots as well. You'll get some of that. You'll see some players actually doing that. But yeah, is he going to go after me this time? No. I mean, he's literally flying around the system so fast. I have actually caught one player running at 417, sorry. And that was a level 57 player. Obviously, his research is going to be massive. As you can see at the minute, I'm currently 19th in this one. I technically don't need to score because I already have qualified. But obviously, I'm doing this just to show you what it is, how it's done, which is pretty simple. You could basically say it's monotonous. Now, you could literally do like short little jumps there, like that, constantly as quick as you can. However, stick to the long runs. Trust me, you'll accrue more points faster on those. So, I just realised I've stopped my music, but never mind. We don't really need music on this show tonight, do we? Well, there's a level 58. I mean, look how fast he's actually shooting. Let's actually just take a look. And it is actually a 300 player as well, who's doing this. And it's one of his mates who's killing others. So, but let's have a quick look at his speed. 466. 466, but he is a level 58 player as well. So he's going to have a lot of impulse research behind him. And that's going to be another big key, which is really going to help you towards scoring in this event, is your impulse research. As well, if you've got Fleet Commander Kirk, Admiral Kirk, if I remember correctly, he has an impulse speed increase as well. So best off making sure that he's in the hot seat while you do this event to increase your impulse speed just that little bit further as well. As you can see, that 58 is running literally up and down the system. That's all he's doing. And there we go. I'm being hunted down yet again. But am I going to be bothered by that? No, I'm not, because he's either going to get taken on by somebody else, or he's actually going to kill me. Who cares? I don't care. I mean, I can't see that if he's changed course. No. He hasn't changed course to come after me. So now he has again. He's coming after me again. So just keep running. I mean, eventually he's going to hit me. So what? Do I care? No, I don't. And why we've got that, I don't. Why somebody's just parked up at the edge of the system, I think that might be a discovery. But yeah, I mean, it's almost like this player is actually just literally trying to hold him down. Now, as you can see, I've actually dropped down to 29th. Yeah, that's how quickly you could fall out of some of these positions. Now, like I said, they run every 12 hours, so every 2 hours. So there will be 12 events run. So do not worry if you've not got yourself in on this one or the previous two, because you've still got plenty more to go. Just scoring one. That is it. You can enter as many as you want to actually get the loot. I would highly recommend trying to do that. If you don't get the loot, then don't worry too much about it. Now, if somebody does attack you, as this guy usually does, if they attack you and defeat you, you will not score any points. If they attack you and you win, you will not score any points because you've been stopped dead by an attacker. Because what you will need to do is run a straight line, and when your ship naturally comes to a stop at the end of that route, that's how much distance you've covered. Now let's quickly, while we still got 30 seconds, let's just try something and see if we can get more points by constantly changing direction and then finally coming to a stop just somewhere. I mean, I'm hoping that works. I look pretty slow to some of these compared to some of these players, and that's it. The event's actually finished. Sorry, yeah. So I'm not going to score no matter what I do here. So that's the event. Let's jump in. I've not had a thing come up to tell me that I'm a winner, so the chance that I'm not even in the top 20. Solo leaderboard. I'm going to guess it's that one. Is it? Yeah, I finished 28, so no reward. So I wouldn't have qualified this session, but I could still go for the next one in just under 2 hours time, which will be 2300 hours UK time. But yeah, so that's it. That is the Transstellar Rally. Like I said, the final is going to be played on Sunday with the top 25 from each event going in it. Obviously, if you do score in one of those other events, it does sort of like knock out the place of other players as well. But that's up to you. If you want to try and stop other players from getting in, crack on. If not, don't partake. Just do one and that's it. Leave everyone else. So, quick mention on the description here, which I should have done earlier. Be sure to end your flight to score. Use a realtor and don't get destroyed by other players. And it's the reason why I said you will not score if you get destroyed. That's it. That's all that can be said about this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I am still trying to make the push to 1,000 subscribers. So come along, join the content and join the fun. The live streams are on Tuesday nights, usually. But until then, this is I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. It's featuring the Antarian Transstellar Rally. Live long and prosper. Stay safe. Goodbye.